it's that point to where even though it's not the end of all the games, currently, you can tell who's gonna win. So I'm just gonna kick it off. Thursday Night Football. The Cardinals have these. I like their jerseys, but Marvin Harrison Jr. dropping too many passes in that first half ultimately cost Arizona this game, 23-20, as the Vikings kick, not Vikings, as the Seahawks kick a game-winning field goal. Aaron Donald, solid game, 18 for 26, 242. Kyler Murray, 2 tutties, 2 picks, 200 yards. You could blame the loss on MHJ. Next game, vintage Carson Wentz. He went off 30 for 46, 350 yards, 2 touchdowns, but 2 picks. In Dublin, Sunday night, where Dublin is in Germany or Ireland, one of those two. Aaron Rodgers had 200 yards, a touchdown. That touchdown was an 80-yarder to DK. I'm just saying, they're a really good duo. I just still wish we had George Pickens, but it is what it is. Yeah, we decided to punt the ball, and thankfully it saved us, because if that didn't, I would have been livid. So the Steelers are now 3-1. I smell the playoffs coming. Commanders lose to the Falcons. Michael Penix Jr. had his breakout game, 20 for 26, 313, 2 tutties, 1 pick. And Marcus Mariota, 16 for 27, 156, 2-1. And obviously Marcus isn't going to be that reliable guy. But if you're to say the losses on this person, it's definitely on the defense. You can't allow the Falcons to score 34 points, especially when the guy that's throwing the ball was just benched last week. Just saying. So the Falcons win 34-27. They hope Jaden Daniels can come back next week. And next game, I'm not even gonna lie. The Chargers, I believe the Chargers hype. They started off 3-0. Jackson Dart was making his start, and I thought Jackson could have a solid game. I'm not gonna lie. But he had Justin Herbert went 23 for 41, 203 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. They lost 18-21 to the Giants, giving them their first win of the season behind Jackson Dart's 111 yards, 1 passing touchdown, 1 rushing touchdown, 54 on the ground. Cam Scatabo had 79 yards, a 2-point conversion. You gotta love it. Of course, I can't wait to see what Jackson does in the NFL. This was his debut. It was a win. I can't wait to see what he does next week whenever they go to New Orleans. I think they can win that game, realistically. Next game, Cam Ward still struggling. 10 for 26, 108 yards, 1 pick. CJ Stroud finally did good. But even then, that's an asterisk, because 233 yards, 2 touchdowns, 22 for 28 against the worst team in the league. You need to do that against some real competition, and you'll play the Ravens. One of these teams is they both had hype going into the season to make the playoffs. One of them is going to start 1-4. And as much as the Ravens been sucking, it could really be the Texans here. And I wouldn't be surprised. Speaking about not surprising, the Eagles beat the Bucks 31-25. But even then, the halftime score was 24-6, including a 65-yard field goal. So the Bucks were trying to get back into the game, 19-7 second half, but it's just not enough. Jalen Hurts, 130 yards, 2 touchdowns. I need to get him off my fantasy team, but hey, at least they're throwing the ball now. Baker had 289 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, 22 for 40 completions. I love Emeka Egbuka, but you gotta give him the ball more. That's just what I saw at the end of the day. Give him the ball. That's all I want. My fantasy team's been cooking because of him, so I love that I made that pickup. Patriots destroy Bryce Young. Bryce went 18 for 30, 150 yards, 1 touchdown. Andy Dalton came in 5 for 6, 58 yards, 1 touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, 50 yards on 10 carries. Drake May, 14 for 17, 203 yards, 2 touchdowns. Josh Dobbs came into the game, didn't complete a single pass, and had -2 yards, but hey, it's Josh Dobbs, so we gon' rock with him. So yeah, crazy one for them. Not so crazy though is the Bills beating the Saints, but even then, it was crazy because the score going into the fourth quarter was only 21-16. The game wasn't out of reach until the end of the game. Josh Allen had 210 yards, 2 touchdowns, a pick. Spencer Rattler had 126 yards and a touchdown. If you're the Bills, you just got make sure that you got to win those, because there's a shot that you're gonna lose in the. I'm not gonna say that you will lose, but there is a shot that you could lose a game before you play the Eagles, and that would be crazy. Imagine going into that game, 15-0, potential Super Bowl matchup. That would be legendary, but I'm not even sure if the Bills can make it that far. Next game, Lions-Browns, 34-10. Dylan Gabriel didn't complete the pass, and Joe Flacco threw 2 picks. Jared Goff, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 168 yards. Jahmyr Gibbs, 90 yards on 15 carries with a touchdown. Amon-Ra is him, and that's about it. Jaguars 26-21 victory over the 49ers. Now, the Jaguars are 3-1. I thought they were going to be decent, maybe sneak into that 7th seed spot, but I thought that was going to contribute more to Travis being pretty great, but he got benched on defense, and hopefully he's able to play more defense, but I'm not sure yet. Brock Purdy came back, 309 yards, but 2 picks with 2 touchdowns. 49ers lose their first game of the season. Next game, Daniel Jones gets his first loss on the same day the Giants get their first win, which I found funny. Oh God, my skin is dying. Matt Stafford, 375 yards, 3 touchdowns to upset the Indianapolis Colts. Daniel Jones did have 262 yards, 1 touchdown, but costly 2 picks. And that's just not going to win you football games at the end of the day. 27-20 win for the Rams. Now, the Bears beat the Raiders. I love this for both sides only because of my fantasy teams. Caleb Williams had 212 yards and a touchdown along with a pick, but hey, I'm still getting points off of him. And Ashton Jeanty, he performed back to that upward standing up and had the best game of his life, 138 yards, 1 touchdown on 21 carries. Thank God, because I was about to trade him. And I said, you know what, I'm going to give him 2 more weeks. And first week he does great, so hopefully he continues to stand. Obviously, Geno needs some help. 2 touchdowns, 3 picks. That's unacceptable. You could have still possibly won with 2. And that's even saying something. So, hopefully they can get it together. Chiefs destroy the Ravens 37-20. I don't even want to look at this game, but you know it's bad if Cooper Rush gets 13 passing plays off and completes 9 of them. 52 yards for him. That's not why he came into the game, by the way. He came into the game because Lamar got hurt. Just wanted to let it, not because they were getting their backs blown. Anyway, Lamar, whenever he did play, was 14 for 20, 147 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Pat had 270 yards, 4 touchdowns. And yeah, they're just a great team. Xavier Worthy's back into the lineup. That Bengals-Broncos game is just about over, thank God. First tie in a couple of seasons, 40-40, Packers and Cowboys. Micah's return. This was just a great game by both teams. Jordan Love, 337 yards, 3 touchdowns. 319 yards, 3 touchdowns for Dak. And you just gotta love the cinema. That's about it. What did Micah do this game, you might be asking? Well, Micah had 3 total tackles. No, 1 sack. No picks, obviously. But it is what it is. I just got a notification. Fuck. Tua picks up the first win for the Dolphins this season. Justin Fields, 226 yards and 1 touchdown. Tua had 177 yards and 2 touchdowns. 17 for 25 for him, 20 for 27 for Justin. And Tua's just happy at this point. I just got to report that Jake Browning sucks. 125 yards, 14 for 25. That's literally it. Chase Brown, I'm about to trade because I'm not even sure how many points he got me. 40 yards on 10 carries. That's it. Bo Nix threw for the career high, 326 yards. That's the notification I just got. 19 and 29 for 42 passing. 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Bo Nix also had a rushing touchdown on 6 carries for 7 yards. 7. I gotta stop. 16-yard touchdown for Marvin Mims Jr. Yeah, that's it. I'm not gonna do song of the day because, again, I'm recording this the same night as the college football video, so I guess now it's time to go to sleep. Catch you on the next one. That's me actually baking. Well, not baking. We're actually cooking. I'm calling it Cooking with Berkey. Yeah, that sounds right. Catch y'all, boys.